There are two kinds of businesses. The first earns 12% and you can take the profit out at the end of the year. The second earns 12%, but all the excess cash must be reinvested there. It reminds me of the guy who sells construction equipment. He looks at his used machine taken in as customer brought new ones and says, "There is all of my profit rusting in my yard." We hate that kind of business. Intelligent people make decisions based on opportunity cost. In other words, it's your alternatives that matter. That's how we make all of our decisions. The rest of the world has gone off on some kicks there, even a cost of equity capital. A perfectly amazing mental malfunction. If you took our top 15 decisions out, we have a pretty average record. It wasn't hyperactivity, but a hell of a lot of patience. You stuck to your principles, and when opportunities came along, you pounced on them with vigor. Our game is to recognize a big idea when it came along. When one does not come along very often, opportunity comes to the prepared mind. One of the key elements to successful investing is having the right temperament. Most people are too fretful. They worry too much. Success means being very patient, but aggressive when it's time. And the more hard lessons you can learn vigorously rather than through your own hard experience, the better. Our approach has worked for us. Look at the fun we and our managers and our shareholders are having. More people should copy us. It's not difficult, but it looks difficult because it is unconventional. It's not the way things are normally done. The idea that it is hard to find good investments, so concentrate in a few, seems to me to be an obviously good idea. But 98% of the investment world does not think this way. It's been good for us and you that we have done this. There are two types of mistakes. Doing nothing, what Warren called sucking my thumb. And second, buying with an eyedropper things we should be buying a lot of. If you are going to be an investor, you are going to make some investments where you don't have all the experience you need. But if you keep trying to get a little better over time, you will start to make investments that are virtually certain to have a good outcome. The keys are discipline, hard work, and practice. It's like playing golf. You have to work on it. The number one idea is to view a stock as an ownership of the business and to judge the staying quality of the business in terms of its competitive advantage. Look for more value in terms of discounted future cash flow than you are paying for. Move only when you have an advantage. It's very basic. You have to understand the odds and have the discipline to bet only when the odds are in your favor. We just kept our head down and take the results after a period of years. People have always had this craving to have someone tell them the future. Long ago, kings would hire people to read sheep guts. There is always been a market for people who pretend to know the future. Listening to today's forecaster is just as crazy as when the king hired the guy to look at the sheep guts. It happens over and over and over. If you buy something because it is undervalued, then you have to think about selling it when it approaches your calculation of its intrinsic value. That is hard. But if you buy a few great companies, then you can sit on your ass. That's a good thing.